What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of Two Sticks and Pure Rage, the greatest podcast in YouTube history. I wish that was true, but you know what?
100.
We're just starting. We're just starting. There's always room for the growth to happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
We're a little bit late this week, man. We were going to record the podcast earlier in the week, but I was busy. You were busy. We finally managed to get together tonight on Friday, and I'm hoping I'll be able to have this done by our usual time slot tomorrow. No guarantee. It'll definitely be up tomorrow. Just might be a little bit later than usual.
Oh, yeah, that's
But Ben,
fine.
how are you doing, man? How was your week?
Oh, man, it was obviously, as stated, busy. So, yeah, like he said, we were recording on a Friday right now, which is very unusual. We typically record like Thursday nights, sometimes depending Sundays. It's just basically like whenever like we're really free and we can, do all that jazz. But again, it's been a really busy week. My work schedule has been fucking ass backwards from what it usually is because the guy that took over for my boss and he's my boss now has been like, openly like training and everything.
Yeah.
So he's been in that other store, so I've had to cover like some very odd hours. So like getting out and then going back in early the next day constantly, it definitely is time consuming. But we're here, we're back at it. So
We're here,
we got a
man.
lot of
And
cool shit we want to cover. So
before we continue, I do want to send a huge congratulations because you, my good sir, are very close to hitting the 400 subscriber mark.
yeah,
And
dude.
it's really amazing, man. At the beginning of December, you only had 100. Now you're close to hitting 400. The growth is real with this one, man.
It's all about the fucking grind, man. Like and like you said, like when it came to YouTube and like it's like ultimate thing in any kind of seeing any kind of success on YouTube, and even in like the smallest amount is consistency. Obviously,
Yep.
when I first started YouTube back in I think it was September of 2020 from what it says on my description. I it was very sporadic. I didn't have necessarily set days. I would have videos coming out. I'd have like one a week sometimes. And for when you're starting out, you want to try to pump out as much content as you possibly can. And at the time, where everything else was then, at the height of COVID, with all these other things going on, like it was kind of hard to lock down one passion. And it was kind of like
Yep.
hard to really lock myself and immerse myself into one thing because there was just, again, a million different things going on. And, I had, by the time I came back to YouTube, which was, I want to say like October of 2021. So, this past fucking fall.
Yep.
I had, I think, 9 videos and again 54, 59 subscribers or something like that. Which again, for 9 videos, that's not bad. But then again,
No, not
a
bad
lot
at
of the
all.
songs that I covered got a lot more like views because at the time they were super hot topics. So, with going from that, it automatically, it's going to spike and, a lot of people are going to see that. So they're going to be like, oh, cool, and some people enjoy the shit you do right off the bat. And, that's cool. But,
Yep.
when I got back into it, I don't know what happened. I did the Morbius trailer and I saw how well that turned out quality wise, like, cause that was the first like legitimate reaction where the quality and like even in like the sound, the visuals, all that shit.
Yeah.
That was the first time where I saw like, a genuine fucking just boom in quality. So I'm like, huh. And because of the excitement of that and the excitement of, being able to capture that on camera again and, being excited to see something and excited to promote something. So to the point where I literally, set it up and got in front of the camera again, that ultimately was there was some kind of spark there all over again. And then Chapeltown Rag by Slipknot came out and then I saw that huge view thing again. And that was the first video that was like over 300 again, and I'm like,
Yep.
huh. Like, huh, all right. And then shortly after, I'm getting boom, suggestion here, boom, suggestion out. So I'm like, all right, I'll check this shit out, whatever. And then I gradually just started doing it again, on the regular. I got creative. I got, inspired again. I got, I started to immerse myself into what felt like a seriously healthy fucking hobby. Like I look forward to doing them every night when I get out of work after working a long ass fucking day. Like I'm automatically, fucking gassed up, fueled, and ready to go the moment I get home.
I
I'll
just think of
I'll
it as
sit.
I just think of it as like, a way of unwinding after a long day, man.
Oh
Like
yeah, of course,
listening to music and,
and it gives you
just
something
hanging
to look
out.
forward to, like because like
Yeah.
when you're at work or you're out and about, with your kids or and you're out going doing errands or something, and you see something, and you're excited to hear it, but it gives you something to look forward to because you have to wait. So all that
Yeah.
excitement is, fucking building up, and then the moment you sit down, it's beyond fucking boiling. So now you're just like, "Oh, we're at the latest we are." And what a lot of people don't realize that aren't really content creators and they're really just the viewer, they don't realize how long you really sit in that chair for. Because when I get home, I get out at 7 every night for the most part. And, I don't get home until, 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending on, the bus schedule and everything.
Yeah.
And right after work, even if whether I open the next day, whether, I close the next day, I'm in the chair for, 2, 3 hours. And those reactions you see are only like fucking between 6 and, 11 minutes, depending, and
Yeah.
and you would think, "Oh, that's, a lot not a lot of time," but that was majority of the time, it's all one shot, it's an all one shot recording, I don't which, you see the flaws a little bit because I don't really do a lot
Yeah.
of editing, so I've trained my mind to do everything in one shot. And sometimes I pull it off, sometimes I fuck up a little bit, but it's genuine. But the thing that takes the longest now is the editing, the uploading, the descriptions that
Yeah.
you have to constantly change, like it's a lot of people don't realize how committed and how much work goes into it, but it's a kind of work you don't mind to do. So I
Exactly.
think, with the growth and everything, with seeing regulars in terms of subscribers commenting on your shit, being hyped about you, like you start to build a legitimate fan base, like now, it's weird even to this point now, like even saying that, technically I have a fan base, you have a fan base, like it's
Yeah.
I've never thought in a million years I would. And like I said, I personally, I think you may make a little revenue now that you're in like the affiliate program and stuff or something like that.
I'm not in the affiliate program. I lost that on my channel years ago
Oh
because I
shit.
did, I used a lot of copyrighted material, whatever
Yeah.
back then. Um, but I do make a little here and there whenever somebody does, want me to, check out some of their songs or whatever. I am, big enough to the where I can, charge a little bit of money, just to make a little something. I don't make an outrageous amount. I'm not rich or anything like that by any means,
Oh no,
but I do
same.
make a little bit here and
Yeah.
there.
And the thing is, I don't make shit. And it's just I do it because I love to, I love to 100%. And it just there's some, like everybody else and like yourself, I love watching reactions. I love
Yep.
watching breakdowns of certain things. I love just feel like reciprocating that feeling when you hear the song that you love for the first time, and you hit up your boy, you're like, "Oh my god, dude, you gotta hear this new shit, gotta hear this new shit," and you get to reciprocate that feeling for them, so it's like they're hearing the song for the first time all over again and seeing that excitement. There's just something building about it, knowing that, I can fucking do that shit too, and if you're even
That's how
what
it That's how it was with Skillet Valley of Death when I told you I was like, dude, you need to check this song out because
yeah,
this song is fucking crazy, man.
yeah, man, and like I said, it just there's something about doing the reactions that are it's euphoric, it makes
Yeah.
you genuinely happy, and I just love doing what I do, and you start to connect with a lot of cool people, you get to fucking talk to some of the people that you've been watching for years, like, and again, bringing into this YouTube subject, I can actually talk a little bit about what my plans are for my 500 subscriber video. Um so I'm going to be announcing what the projects are. I'm going to be announcing, I'm going to be announcing my Patreon eventually. I'm going to be announcing certain things that coincide with each tier. Eventually, I'm gonna react to fucking my very first video all over again, which is gonna be nothing but absolute cringe.
I
Because
believe it was an Eskimo Callboy
no,
video, I
my
think.
first YouTube video was "Somebody Told Me" by Motionless and White. That was my very
Oh.
first reaction video, and
Oh, wow.
it was absolutely fucking awful. I definitely knew I was trying a little too hard. Like, I was pumped about it, but I knew in certain parts I was forcing a little bit now. And, obviously now I'm a lot more, genuine about my reactions. I'm not,
Yeah.
trying to please anybody, I've been through all those hurdles where, not everybody feels your shit or not everybody shares your opinion and they're very vocal about it. I've been there now. So it's like, I'm a lot more humbled now. I'm a lot more a part of the game now. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm starting to get familiarized with a lot of these things. So watching my very first video is gonna be fucking cringe, dude. Like, and I'm gonna be doing it where the subscribers I have now weren't here when I did that shit. So they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, yo, what the fuck is this? And they're just gonna be seeing me just the whole fucking video because it's just so cringy.
My favorite part about making reaction videos and like listening to music is discovering new artists that you never would have
Oh,
listened to outside of that, and then
absolutely.
you end up loving their music. You know what I mean? It's the best part.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I gotta 100% agree with you there. Like, I've found a lot of bands that I'm listening to regularly now that I never did. For example, the biggest pull on my channel specifically is fucking Eskimo Cowboy.
Yeah.
Every video that I react to by them typically goes well over 1,000 within the first few days, within like
Oh
the
yeah,
first at least 2
absolutely.
days. And my highest viewed video still is an Eskimo Cowboy song, and it's actually one of the ones I did recently. I think it was the Pump It song. I think it's at sitting at maybe 6K, and that was maybe like a month or so ago. And that's
It's
like,
nuts,
yeah,
man.
dude, like it's maybe 6K. That's like the highest video viewed right now, and it's still getting views, you know. And then I did the acoustic version like a few weeks ago when it first dropped, and mine
Oh, I love
apparently
acoustic music.
mine was the first reaction to the acoustic version. So you know the band saw it, you know everybody and their mom saw it like before everybody else started pumping out, and I think mine may have been first for either a good chunk of a few hours when I'm saying
Yeah.
like between like 8 and 12 hours or a full day. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people weren't reacting to it right off the bat, it came shortly after. But the moment I got the notification, I'm like, oh, fucking Eskimo Cowboy shit, new. What's going on, everybody? Ben back again for another so I was
Yeah.
just going into, like, so it's almost subconscious now, and another fucking good band that I fucking found is Tetrarch. Tetrarch is an amazing fucking band that has a lot of those old school
Oh
Korn
yeah.
vibes that Korn doesn't really do much nowadays. And again, that's okay, evolution, whatever. But you'll find a lot of those old school Korn vibes in the band Tetrarch. And the cool thing is, their guitarist is a black female, and she's the first one to be the lead in a metal band. That's kind of cool.
I sent you one of their videos. I want to say almost a year ago to react to or whatever.
Tetrarch.
You said yeah, you said you would. You never did.
Okay, so what video was it?
I can't, dude. That was like almost
All
a
right,
year
well,
ago. I can't even
I
fucking
think I
remember.
have one or two songs by them that I did react to, but dude, it fucking bangs, man. Like
I
that whole
know it
band
wasn't
bangs.
I know it wasn't one of the videos that you reacted to. But there's another band that I'm actually going to send you once we're done with the podcast
Okay,
cuz I know you're probably going to want to film some reactions tonight. KSCM, man. If you love Korn, you're going to love them. They're
okay,
from
well,
Australia. Dude, they're fucking killer.
yeah, that sounds fucking good, dude. Like, and I'm open to it 100%. I just, yeah, um, I gotta fucking get into a lot of different things. Like, I still have a
Yeah.
fucking list piling up that I still gotta react to, but I'm like,
You got to
it's
still do
not.
that promotional kind of video?
I still have to do that. Yeah. I was thinking about having my buddy George film it, but at this point, I think I'm just gonna do it myself. With with the
Yeah.
webcam, focusing solely on that. But if I do that, I may need to send it to you to edit for
I
me
mean,
if you can.
if you want to wait, we do end up hanging out with Donnie on uh Thursday or whatever, I can help you film it then. I
Yeah.
mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, 100, dude. I mean, you also don't live too far from me now, so I mean, if you ever want to just, swing by for a little
Exactly,
bit
man.
one day, you can. We can do that. We can shoot the shit. We can do a fucking collab react, whatever. But yeah, so you guys just definitely saw like a personal life moment where
Behind
we're
the
planning
scenes, man.
things. Yeah, but yeah, we can do that shit. I'm definitely down for it. But
This
speaking
is
of what's up?
this is how me and Ben come up with creative ideas. I'm like, dude, let's get together and fucking do some shit. And then it
Literally,
just
and
ends up happening.
it's just organic magic, man.
Exactly,
Um,
magic.
but yeah,
Like Chris Angel.
speaking of fucking my freak, speaking of fucking of Tetrarch and the whole Corn situation, they just dropped a new album a couple weeks ago or about a week ago
Oh,
now.
dude.
And
Yeah, man.
at first, obviously, a lot of you guys know that watch my reactions, his reactions. Personally, I wasn't crazy about the first three singles at fucking all. I was worried, man. I was really
Yeah.
worried because it was
You were so worried you actually called me, and you never call me after filming a reaction. You're like, Dude, I'm so worried about
Dude,
this.
I've never called anybody after doing a reaction. I never really share my thoughts unless, like, I message you being like, "Hey, it was a dope song, man." But no, I called you and had, like, a straight up, like, 10-minute conversation. I'm like, "Bro, I don't know if I wanna
I
post
was
this."
like, dude, did your I was thinking at first because you were like had this concerned look on your face. I was like, dude, did your fucking like aunt's dog die or something?
Yeah, dude, I was, like, worried, man. I was telling Dan, I was like, "Hey, man, I just like if you react to the new Korn song, you got to go in with an open fucking mind, and you got to go in not expecting much because, dude, holy shit, like I'm really fucking concerned, dude. Like I don't know what the fuck happened, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm really fucking concerned. Please send help. I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to post this at all because a lot of people are not gonna fucking dig it. Like dude, I genuinely took like a fucking half hour 45 before I finally even like
And then
hit
I
the
told you to
upload
post
video
it,
button.
and I told you I was like you should just upload it anyway, man. That's what reaction videos are about. And you're sitting at what like 400 something views on it now or something like that, maybe more.
Try 7.
7.
Yeah, dude,
So
it's funny because like you said, he definitely alright, so for those, I'm gonna, squash this right now. He is the reason that video got uploaded in the first place. Because I genuinely considered not uploading it. I considered, like, not mentioning it, like, any, like, notion of the fact that I listened to it. I was gonna completely play it off by when I listened to the next Corn song that, like, I'm like, "Oh, we're back to Corn. I haven't heard anything else, but, what's going on?" I wasn't gonna lie to you guys. I was thinking about it, but I didn't. um, yeah, he definitely convinced me to, and I'm glad he did because it taught me a lot about personal confrontation with a lot of the viewers that watch your videos and like their opinions and their definite opposing opinions towards your opinion. And then, you get
yeah.
comments like, your opinion's dog shit. And you're just like, fuck, you can't please anybody, but goddamn, man. Like, but obviously I don't take that shit personally because, again, I'm a lifelong Corn fan too. Just because I don't
Yeah.
enjoy the song doesn't mean I'm going to shit on anybody's work. I'm not going to shit on the artist because I still love them. They've made way more music
The
than I
thing
love than
about
I'll ever hate.
the thing about being a content creator is you're putting yourself out there to be
Absolutely.
judged by everybody.
Absolutely.
You gotta have some kind of thick skin. You gotta learn to deal with that.
Mhm.
Especially as you get bigger, because the bigger you get, the more it's gonna happen.
Of course, and some people will 100% be like, "Dude, don't fucking apologize for your opinion." And some people will
Yeah.
respect your opposing opinion even if they feel the opposite. They're like, "Dude, like where I got to disagree with you, like I respect that you were honest with it and it's refreshing to see that somebody doesn't agree with it, but they were respectful about it, whatever." And
Yeah.
I take so much like I'm so thrilled and grateful for shit like that because a lot of people will just sit there and tear you apart nowadays. Couple people already have, but I don't take it personally because again, it's just a fucking review of a song, either it
Yeah.
bangs or it misses. And I'm not gonna tell you that I enjoyed it, but I'm also not gonna shit on somebody's work that I've loved for the past 20 plus years.
Yeah.
You know, so
You're not
that's
gonna please everybody. Everybody's not gonna like the same thing.
absolutely not.
I'm sure there's countless people that felt the same way that you did.
Mhm.
So,
Absolutely, and it's
but
everybody that you see on the like
I
button,
think
or they
the
told you.
I think the album slaps. I did tell you during that phone call that I was like, wait, they're probably saving the best songs for when the album does get released. So,
Absolutely,
which
everything that you
ended up
don't
being the
see.
fucking
Yeah,
case. It
everything you
ended up
don't
being
see is definitely the best because they want you to get that full on bah. Because, dude,
oh yeah,
every other song on the album, as opposed from the first three, personally for me,
yeah,
fucking slapped. Like one of my favorite songs right now, currently, I believe it's Disconnect because it's completely different sounding. It's almost like very progressive, very Viking sounding.
yeah.
Like, it's just different, like, I really fucked with it. I really resonated with it. I was really glad that was a different direction that they took that thrived, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then you got fucking The Worst That's on His Way, where this dude is doing the scats all over again, and he's doing the shit that we love and know from Korn. I'm like,
That
dude,
song is fucking killer.
yeah, you saw my face. I was literally sitting here melting in my chair, just the whole fucking time, dude. Like dude, like I live for that. That is the core that I grew up loving. So when
Yeah.
when you touch old heartstrings like that, when you do something new, but you have the old recipes still, in the mix a little bit, but it's more of like a distant, taste,
Yeah.
it's still very much so pleasurable, like it's very enjoyable. So I'm glad that there were some songs that still fucking slapped on the
You
album.
said that very seductive, man. I'm kind of worried.
Because that's what it felt, dude. I was getting my fucking heartstrings filleted. Like,
Well,
I would
it is almost Valentine's Day, right? Or Valentine's Day pass. I'm not
like,
sure.
that song definitely felt like a Valentine's Day song personally to me. Like, I was just like, "Alright, you know what? You got me a little worried there for a few seconds, but you came back with the surprise. Alright, you came
Yeah.
around with a musical reach around, and that's all that mattered." That's all that
Yeah,
matters
and
is the happy ending on top of it.
Jonathan Davis already put it out that they're already working on a follow-up to the album.
So
And
it basically confirms.
Monkey had an interview and he said that the producer intentionally did different things with the guitar riffs or whatever, so it doesn't sound similar to a lot of their previous work,
Oh, of
which
course.
I think
It's a
was very
smart move.
beneficial.
It's a very smart move, and it was definitely beneficial, you know? Like, again, and I wanna clear the fucking air. I think evolution is great. You know, a lot of
Oh,
people have this
absolutely.
thing where they automatically think because somebody doesn't like a certain song by them and it's a new song that they automatically just hate the new direction entirely.
Mhm.
That is not the fucking case. I love evolution in a band. I love when bands that have a fucking staple sound decide to step out of the comfort barrier. I dig that, like
Yep.
I if anything, I thrive on that shit. I welcome it with open arms.
Oh, I do
Um,
too.
and but I also dig when bands release newer things that are very reminiscent to older stuff. And another example is the new Red Hot Chili Pepper song Black Summer. When
Oh,
they
I
got
haven't heard
John,
it yet.
dude, like Chili Peppers, still Chili Peppers, they're still fucking great. I wasn't, a huge fan of like the song that the Dark Necessities album.
Yep.
The song where the song Dark Necessities came off of their last one in 2016. Like
Oh, I don't know.
I wasn't a giant fan of that album, and that's okay. I still love the Chili Peppers, but this song Black Summer, they got John Frusciante back, who's their OG guitarist that left in 2008. The last
Yeah.
album that he played on was Stadium Arcadium. That was a 2006 release.
I'm into classic Red Hot Chili
That's
Peppers,
what I'm
man, like
saying.
stuff from the
So,
90s and stuff like
bro,
that.
if you listen, I'm telling you this now, after this podcast, before you start editing anything, at least, even if you don't upload it and post it tonight, react to Black Summer because I'm telling you this right now. That's got the fucking old school, 100% old school Chili Peppers vibe. John Frusciante has been gone for so long in a different direction. When they got
Yep.
him back, and when fucking Flea put it in his head to come back, he wasn't sure how he was gonna add to a rock sounding album anymore because he hasn't played rock and roll in so long.
Yep.
So him coming back and adding what he did, and mind you, Homeboy looks fantastic. He looks like he's straight out of 2006 still. Like he looks great. He's still playing incredible. We still got his beat up ass fucking Fender. Like it's fucking awesome. And it's a classic Chili Peppers song. And even the music video is like trippy as fuck, but it's like you can see Anthony Kiedis doing his Anthony Kiedis shit, and you see Flea doing his natural shit, but there's like psychedelic backgrounds and shit, and they're all performing separately in the
Classic
song.
Chili
They're
Peppers.
all performing separately in the song, but by the end of the song, they're in like this big fucking like room with like
You want me
a
to
black
react to it,
studio.
man? You're
But no,
spoiling
I'm
it.
not spoiling anything. I'm not going in deep, but like at the end, like I'm not going in depth. At the end, they're in this just one room and it almost feels like a movie, and,
Yep.
like, that's the one part in the song where all of the band is together performing, and everybody looks so fucking happy to be there. Like, even Anthony Kiedis looks his best that he has, if not ever. Like, Homeboy is in the best shape I've ever seen him in his life. He sounds fucking fantastic. Like, if I have to say this is probably for me, the song fucking, fucking, why is this escaping me right now? Snow, Snow by the fucking hey
Yep.
listen. This is for me is a part two to that song, and it's
Ooh.
great. But with more energy, like more energy,
Yep.
but in that, like in terms of guitar playing and in terms of like drum patterns and everything, it's
Yep.
very reminiscent with a lot more energy and definitely a lot of soul. Like everybody was feeling that song and being there. Like everybody looked at their best, and like, dude, I am so excited for their new fucking album, dude. With John Frusciante back on guitar, that means we're back at the best lineup possible. Like this is the longest standing lineup, the OG lineup, basically. So you
Yep.
got Flea, Chad Smith, Anthony Kiedis and John Frusciante all back together. Like, that is
That's gonna be
fucking
awesome.
awesome. So I'm saying after this, man, even if you just react to it and just tell me what your thoughts were before you upload, after you, do whatever with the podcast, definitely fucking do it, dude. Like, you will not regret it.
Yeah,
You will get that old school feel again. I promise you.
I'll definitely probably react to it tonight and probably post it in the morning. But I said it in my corn, one of my corn reactions. I did the entire album. I can't remember exactly what video I said it in,
Yeah,
but I said that, you know, I give guys like Korn, Chili Peppers, like all these bands that have been around for years, all the credit in the fucking world, because
absolutely.
they can make a very comfortable living just playing on stage, performing their old classic shit.
Yeah,
But
they don't have to do more shit. Like,
they're still trying to improve. They love music enough to want to write new shit.
you want to
So
know
I
why?
mean, who the fuck are we to say one of their songs is shit or anything like that?
Because there's a difference between someone who just likes music and an artist. Artists
Yeah,
are always creating no matter what, and they're
yeah.
always trying to see what the next best thing is. So I respect any band that is still going to this day, no matter how old. I
Oh,
respect it.
absolutely.
Even if the fucking album or songs suck, I still fucking respect it because they're still kicking it and they're still doing what they love creatively
Bands
for
like
them.
Judas Priest are still going. Fucking, I think
Iron Maiden's still going.
Aerosmith, like a
Yeah,
lot
dude,
of these bands, man.
Black Sabbath alone hung up their boots. Ozzy's still fucking going. He's already
Uh,
14 songs deep into his new fucking album, bro.
Dude, that's gonna be a great fucking album, man.
Homeboy's got a lot. It has Parkinson's, and he forgets a lot of things. Sometimes he doesn't even know where the fuck he is, but he'll always remember how to fucking sing, and he'll always remember anything when it comes to his career, and that is fantastic. And it just
Dude,
it's so amazing.
I would love for them to revive the Osbournes, the reality show that they had back in the day.
I
It was
think
fucking hilarious, man.
No, the Osbournes was a great show, but I don't think they need a revival right now because, with how much older Ozzy is with his health
Yeah.
concerns, his health issues, and Homeboy's already got to like take a lot of time to get in the best shape he possibly can when he goes out on tours and when he's doing albums. It would just be a lot for him, and I don't want that for him,
Yeah, I don't either, but me as a fan, wishful thinking.
Oh, of course, and
I would love to see it. I love
I
Ozzy,
think I
man.
think it'd be cool because fucking Kelly Osbourne's with Sid Wilson from fucking Slipknot now. Fucking I forgot what
Do
Jack's
you think
doing
we
now.
could ever see a Slipknot and Ozzy Osbourne kind of collaboration there?
I think we already have. And well, not like you meant like recording.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
Or
if it ever happened.
even maybe like a Corey Taylor and
I wouldn't,
Ozzy.
bro. I would not be surprised if it ever happened. I
Slipknot
would.
got their start on
Mhm.
Ozfest
And then they
back in
made not,
'99.
and then they made Knotfest shortly thereafter, a few years later because of Ozfest.
I would love, man, like I would love to see Slipknot and Ozzy, man,
And
do like
again,
some kind of collaboration.
being in the now times, dude, with how fucking how everything's been going lately, I don't rule it out. I'm at this point in life where anything can happen now. Like,
I just
I'm
hope it
not
happens
surprised.
soon because Slipknot is very high energy. And if they wait any longer, Ozzy's not gonna be, looking that great. You know what I mean?
For sure. But as long as he's willing and able and just willing
Yeah.
and is, has the want to, I'm okay and open to anything Ozzy. As long
And
as he's capable and willing.
I do want to say, because people probably will comment saying like, that wouldn't be a good collaboration. Slipknot's a very heavy band, but I mean they have songs like the Vermilion too. They have,
Yeah,
a bunch
absolutely.
of these softer kind of songs. I
Yeah.
feel like Ozzy could have fit really well
Well,
on
I
a song
mean,
like that.
bro, look at Corey Taylor alone. It doesn't even have to be Slipknot. Just from his Stone Sour shit, like Ozzy would fit beautifully. Ozzy's collabed with the likes of Cold Chamber back in the day. They did Shock the
Oh
Monkey
yeah.
together. Like, so he's gone in a heavier route before already. So I wouldn't be surprised if we ever saw a Slipknot Ozzy collaboration in some capacity. I wouldn't be surprised. And obviously, I would welcome it, you'd welcome it, and we'd all be fucking
Oh,
banging to it
absolutely.
at the end of the day, Like, it's a fucking dream collaboration.
That'd be the best collaboration on the fucking planet. There will be nothing that would fucking top Ozzy and Slipknot
That
doing
would
a project
definitely tickle
together.
my emotions, man. That would definitely tickle my
It would
emotions.
tickle my pickle.
Ah,
So it's blue.
pickle. Pickle. Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like King Kniff from Eminem's original 2 albums.
You should fucking watch Big Mouth and you'll understand where I'm coming from.
Vicky watches that stuff. I'm not really into those kind of shows. I
Oh, so
watched like 1 or 2 episodes.
don't be surprised if Vicky's fucking phone gets spammed with a bunch of recordings from Lola and Maury. She'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she will.
I'll be like, knock knock. Who is it? My fur dick. Oh my god, did you say fur penis?
Dude, I don't know why you don't take clips of the show and just fucking like redo the voiceovers.
You know, it is so funny you say that because I'm genuinely thinking about it now. I hate you. I hate you.
Hey man, it's content.
This is what happens when we get together. Content
That's how you
gets
go
made.
viral, and you could possibly get some other voiceover work if people
Fuck
like
YouTube and all these other platforms. Let's go on Patreon. They don't deserve to see this behind the
Let's
scenes
go on
bullshit.
Pornhub.
They ain't fucking special enough to see the fucking behind the scenes. Why the fuck would I go? Oh, Pornhub. Andrew, your socks are so hard if you throw it at the wall it explodes. Shatters into shrapnel. Ugh.
Hey man, it's better on the hub.
On the hub, anything's possible. Did you know you can fucking computer and make a bunch of tiny USBs? I'll enter my floppy disk. Dude's choking over there. This dude's dying over there. Oh my god. I made this dude crack. I made him crack. Get it out. Get it. Oh, he's red in the face. Yeah, you are not editing any of this out. You got to keep all of this. All right, so maybe y'all are special enough to see this. I take everything back on God. All right, get the emotions out, man. Get the jitters out.
I'm never gonna be able to look at my USB ports again.
Because all you're gonna have. Have you seen Peacemaker yet with John Cena?
No, but I read an article earlier today that one of the characters now is bisexual.
And it's him.
Oh God.
Yeah. So there's a scene in Peacemaker where he's just where he picks up a random chick from a bar, and mind you, he hasn't been with anybody in years because he's been in prison, and he's just going in on this chick out of nowhere in her bathroom, and they're both butt ass naked, and you just see shit going on. And he's just like, freedom, and that's all I can see is somebody just porking the shit out of a fucking computer tower. Just USB start flying out the back.
Oh my god, man! What streaming service is that?
HBO Max, my dude.
Yo, you're gonna have to let me borrow your account so I can watch it. I don't have HBO Max anymore.
Bro, there's a lot of people borrowing my brother's account. I'm on his account.
really?
My aunt's on his account. My fucking mom and Eric are on his account.
I'm gonna have to look into it.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's worth it. It's like, I think it's like $15 a month, but honestly, it's worth it because there's everything. Everything DC is on that bitch.
I got it to watch the Snyder cut of Justice League, and I just never ended up watching it, so I got rid of HBO Max.
Which is absolutely infantile. Like, bro, you need to watch the Snyder cut one because literally it will fucking, you're really like, what the fuck was that garbage we got one in 2017? 2, you're gonna see more Batman content you've never seen before.
Yeah.
3, HBO Max has every single Batman everything on HBO Max, including animated films, the ones that are coming out, animated films. The animated series is on there. Batman fucking Beyond is on there. Everything.
Yeah.
The Batman from 2010 is on there. Like, everything is there. Like, if you're a DC fan, you will find everything on HBO Max.
I just have it's like,
There's a hub for it.
I have a hard time at contemplating, do I really have 4 hours to spend sitting down watching a movie, or could I be doing something
Here's
else?
the thing
that's why I'm conflicted.
Here's the thing about Snyder Cut. He split it into 6 parts. Each part is like 45 minutes, so it's episodic. So you could watch one part, do what you have to do, come back to it, watch the next part, and if you do that, it cuts down everything, and you have time to pause it, fucking in between intermissions. You can go take a shit, get something to eat, do whatever the fuck you have to do, So it's you don't have to sit there for the full 4 hours. We fucking did because it didn't feel like 4 hours. It did not feel like 4 hours at all, dude. Like, if anything, it was the perfect amount of time for that movie. Like, solid fucking movie. Like, as a matter of fact, speaking of fucking Justice League, check out what I just picked up at Walmart today. Behind the scenes content.
Behind the scenes, man. Look at that
It's my
sexy ass
favorite,
fucking chair.
right?
The
Alright, so
chair's
this
gonna
is
end up on
this
the
is my
hub with me.
favorite thing right now, and it's from Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it is Darkseid.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yep, I got that at Walmart. It was the only one on the shelf, and I'm like, "Yep, that's mine."
You can find just a bunch of random shit at Walmart, man. Over in the electronic aisle,
Yep, that's
they have like
exactly
a
where I
little
went.
section with toys. Dude, they had the fucking Christmas tree leg.
Yeah, Christmas Story one?
Yep,
Yeah.
the leg.
Yeah, dude, I was at the Chicopee Walmart today.
I kind of want to buy that, but do I really want to be walking around the store holding a fucking leg lamp? Like I felt I don't know. I just would have felt weird about it.
Oh, 100%. I gotta agree with you there, but, I was like, I could, definitely go for getting some memorabilia today. So I picked up that. I picked up a poster frame, and I also got a poster for Attack on Titan, literally the greatest anime ever fucking known, and it's just fucking batshit crazy. So I had to get that shit, and
My eyes are watery.
ironically enough, returns for the dub Sunday. So I'm really excited that I got this shit. Um, so I'm stoked that I got that shit. Yeah, it was just like a really productive day today. Just got some shopping around done. Hit the fucking dispensary,
That's what's up,
which I
man.
got all this shit from.
Jesus.
Yep. I'm just gonna promote this. So they're not paying me to promote this, but I just want to say, if you live in the Massachusetts area and if you go to Chicopee, Massachusetts, head on down to Mass Alternative Care for premium quality cannabis. Absolutely fantastic. It'll get you to chill the fuck out every day. You got stress, you got kids, you want to chill the fuck out and go somewhere and just blow the fuck out and be able to handle your day. Smoke some weed, have fun, and be safe.
We should probably mention that weed is legal
It
where
is
we
legal here
live.
in Massachusetts, so what I'm doing right now is technically not offensive, and it helps me sleep. So fuck it if you don't like it. I
That's
don't
what's
give a
up,
fuck.
man.
Absolutely, that's one opinion that I will fucking
I think that's
cherish.
why Kevin Smith made his own website or whatever so he could live stream and smoke weed because people were fucking butthurt about him smoking weed on YouTube.
I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. Like he's like, all right, you don't like it here, so I'll make my own fucking website where I can do whatever the fuck I want.
What do
That's
you
why I
think
got
of
my
the
own podcast.
What do you think of the photos that he posted on Instagram of like the behind the scenes of them editing the new
I
Clerks?
think it is fantastic. I love that he's going the like recreation route, and he's going,
Yeah.
he's got even Jay in the old fucking getup again, recreating old shit, then dancing in the fucking beginning of the first movie and shit. And he's got his fucking the white t-shirt, his long sleeve under it, his ponytail coming out the back of the hat. It looks like a fucking old fucking
Dude, when I
90s
first saw
grunge
the
fucking movie.
pictures, before I read the caption, when I first saw the pictures, I was like, dude, are they like doing like a re-edit and adding more scenes to the fucking original Clerks? I didn't know it
Yeah.
was the new one.
Yeah, dude, like even Jason Mewes like looks like exactly the way he did back in the day. So I'm like, dude,
Apparently it's about Randall. He has a heart attack or whatever, and he's pretty much contemplating his life. It's kind of like
a redemption
based
arc.
it's based around what happened to Kevin Smith. He had
Oh,
that
okay.
heart attack a couple years ago, and he wanted to make Clerks, and so the whole movie revolves around Dante and Randall recreating a movie about their life called Inconvenience, which Inconvenience was the original working title for Clerks.
I do know that. Yeah, and I think that is awesome. And again, this goes back to, just being an artist. I really think it's so awesome when people go back to their roots to make new things and they have that
Yep.
old recipe, but they also use the things that they learned along the way and the things that they went through along the way to craft a fucking amazing story. And he's had years to sit on Clerks 3. He's been I wouldn't be surprised if he's just been writing it this entire time in between
Yep.
things, just adding, different elements as life goes on for when the day he knows it's going to happen. And luckily, thank God he got his time to shoot it and he shot it. So I'm beyond stoked for the movie. I'm beyond stoked for Kevin. I'm beyond stoked for Brian O'Halloran, fucking Jeff Anderson,
Jeff
like
Anderson. Yep.
I'm stoked for him. I'm stoked to see fucking Elias back, dude. I'm stoked to see him back. Like that's gonna be fucking
Dude, I
Trevor
saw a
Trevor
photo
something. I
of
forgot his
I
last name.
saw I saw a photo of the table read or whatever. He looks totally different than what he looked like in
He's
Clerks 2.
just older
But
now.
yep.
Everybody ages, and he definitely aged in the past 15
I will
plus
say
years.
if you ever have the
17 years, maybe.
opportunity, dude, 2006,
Yeah, about 17 years.
something like that.
Okay.
I will say if you ever have the opportunity to go to New Jersey to Red Bank, fucking go, man. Go to Kevin's comic book shop. And he also made Smod Castle, which is like a podcast studio kind of thing or whatever. Right, literally, it's attached to where what was it? RTS Video from the
Mhm.
original Clerks. That building, they made that into Smod Castle. So whenever Kevin's in the area, whatever, he does like live podcast there and everything.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
literally attached to the fucking convenience store. I definitely recommend you go.
I think next time he comes like around and like whether it's the
He's gonna be
fucking
touring with
touring.
Clerks 3. I definitely want to go.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
love.
saying. I want to go. I think we should go together. Genuinely, I
I'm
genuinely
hoping he
believe we
comes
should.
to Hartford.
Yeah, because if he does, dude, we'll fucking go. Like even if like we camp out there for the night or whatever, like and just make
Yep.
like a weekend out of it. Like obviously depending on where I am
Well,
or
luckily, if it's in Hartford, it's only 30 minutes away. So
yeah. I think it's
I'm
gonna be
definitely down,
excellent.
man.
Like I 100% for it. Like I really want to catch Kevin Smith live. 100%. Like I'm so happy to have already, had the fortunate pleasure of meeting him luckily, and literally luck was on my side that day to this day,
Yep.
man. That's another thing. Speaking of Funkos, now that I'm looking at mine and I showed my dark side one earlier, I really have to like think about where I want to set up my tributes from Clerks because I have again the screenplay that's signed by him and Jay Muse, and I have this hand signed one that he signed for me in person of
You're
him
gonna
one
set
man
up
and
an
chronic.
entire fucking like display, aren't you?
Yeah, dude, I already have Mad Funkos displayed in my hallway. I have the little nerd cave going on in there, man. So
Yeah, Vicky's been collecting Funkos a lot over the last year. I never really got into Funkos. One, they just take up way too much fucking room. Like you need a lot of space to fucking,
absolutely.
and I just unfortunately I don't have the space to do it. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely 100% agree with you there, man.
do you want to show off the Funko that Kevin Smith signed if it's in arm's reach?
It is not in arm's reach.
Well, you're gonna have to show it off next podcast. Then.
Absolutely, man. 100%, dude. Like I'm always down for some Kevin Smith talk. I think that it is genuinely a educational topic. I feel like a lot of people can learn from a Kevin Smith talk.
Now, yeah, now that Clerk script that you have, that's from Clerks too, right?
Yes, yeah, that is the
Now,
script for it.
is that a reprint or is that like an actual script that they had on set when they
No,
were
it's not an
filming? Do
actual
you
script
know?
that they had on set. It was one that they were selling at the movie site that was already signed by them. It was
So it was
pre-signed by them.
probably just a reprint or whatever.
It was a reprint. It's like a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a book and everything, and it has like a bunch of like the actual like stills from like certain scenes. It has some behind the scenes stills as well as their filming. But it has the entire
Show.
yeah, but it's literally the whole fucking script. Like it's everything word for word. Like it says the interior shots, fucking what's going on in the scene. Then it has everything in it. It's fucking cool, dude. Like I haven't given it a read since I got it because like I'm trying to keep it in the best shape as
Yeah.
possible.
Well,
But
next
yeah,
podcast, man, you're gonna have to do a little show and tell
if
because
you
I
want,
haven't seen those
if you
either.
want, I can get them right now because I know where they are.
I mean, it's up to
I will,
you.
yeah, because you can edit out the space in between. So right here.
All right, man. So Ben's gonna be going to get that. I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you guys. If you guys didn't know, me and Ben are huge Kevin Smith fans. He's the main reason why I wanted to start getting into podcasting and filmmaking and stuff. And me and Ben have done a bunch of short films together with our buddy Alex. So we've been in this space for quite a bit. Ugh. So he's back, man. I'm not gonna edit anything out, man. I was just having a
Okay.
conversation with people.
Oh, I got you, man. That's totally cool. All right, so guys,
A little show and tell, man.
this is the actual cup that I got from movies when I got my I forgot if there was like an actual like creative word for it, but this was the
Yeah,
Sprite that I got for Boston 2021. And
that's
it's a movies
awesome,
cup.
man.
Yep, it's a movies cup. It's got
Look
fucking
at it,
logo.
love it.
Fucking this was April 2021. So this was almost a fucking year ago, which is nuts to think about.
Yeah,
It feels like it was literally just fucking yesterday. This is unopened. This is a movies pilsner, and I'm drinking it. It's a craft beer.
ooh,
Yep, unopened. I refuse to open this one because House of Blues Boston is where it took place.
yep.
All right, so there's that. Now here is the Funko Pop. of Blunt Man and Chronic that my lovely gal friend Ash got me so I could get it signed by the man himself. You see
That
that
is
smudge
awesome.
right there? Yep, that
Yep.
is Kevin fucking Smith and
Now
Blunt
you
Man
just
and
gotta
Chronic,
get
dude.
Jay Muse to sign it.
Absolutely, and that is what I plan to try and do if he tours with J Muse for the Clerks 3 showing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm down to sit outside and wait for you for however long we gotta fucking wait. I
I
don't
waited
care.
3 hours, man, waiting for him.
I
So
will do just that. But here's what you were waiting for.
oh,
This is the Clerks 2 official screenplay. And the top signature is Kevin Smith, and the black signature that is covering Rosario Dawson and Jeff Anderson is Jason Mewes. Kevin Smith,
that's awesome, man.
J Mewes.
A lot of people would argue that Clerks 2 is the best
It
film that
is.
Kevin Smith has ever made.
It is. And
I
it,
still
like,
kind of prefer the first one because there was a little bit more to it,
well, of course.
but the second one is still classic, man.
Okay. So the first page, well, it's not really the first page. This is the tribute for who he's thanking for this. And it says, for Dante and Randall, the two guys without whom I'd still be sitting behind the register at Quick Stop, simply dreaming about making movies. Kevin Smith. And right here, and then there's a quote, the Taoist proverb. To be great is to go on is to go far is to return. So always stick to your roots, basically. So this is the first page, Clerks 2, the very opening morning, and it's literally just the whole screenplay.
That is awesome, man.
Yep. And then, like I said, there's some shots here of the exteriors. So like
That is awesome.
it's a cool little thing, man. Like I
They
saw
shot
it and, like,
they shot Clerks 2 at an old Burger King, and after they finished filming that, they ended up tearing down the building. So the building is no longer there. It was in California. So
no, I
but
believe it.
it's cool that those pictures are still around or whatever in remembrance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, man, it's really cool, man. Like, and the crazy thing about that screenplay is it was only $20.
That's a steal, to be honest with
Absolutely,
you.
$20, and they were selling it at the concession stand, like little like where it's like a gift shop, but it's more
Yeah.
like a memorabilia fucking god heaven for Kevin Smith fans.
That's what I love about Kevin Smith. It's like,
I'm like, don't you
the
dare call it a
dude,
fucking gift shop.
like he doesn't do any of the stuff he does, to get rich. Obviously, he does
Obviously,
want to
yeah,
make some money off of it,
of
but
course,
a
to
book
provide.
like that, other people, that's worth more than $20.
If you, especially because his movies, yeah, are they like raunchy comedies sometimes? Of course, but
Yeah.
he's passionate about them, and there's always, in the deep vulgar layers of the movie, there's always a moral fucking lesson, and
Yeah.
I love that, and that has resonated and touched many fans like it has me. I really fucking love everything Kevin Smith is, and the fact that he is a certified nerd, comic book nerd, huge fucking fat man
He's just
Batman
like
fan.
us.
He's literally us. He's the definition. If there is a definition of nerd, Kevin Smith is literally the face right next to it.
Yeah.
Like, like there's nothing, absolutely fucking nothing wrong with that. I just, he's one of those people that is what's positive about the industry. Like, he's not one of those, like, that he doesn't take himself too seriously.
He's a dude from New Jersey who used to work at a fucking convenience store. Like, the dude is like, everything about him is just inspirational.
Absolutely, 100%, man. And again, he's a visionary and he's a fan like us, and he wants to. Everything he does is basically in fan service.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Hit or miss, always in fan service. And again, you can't please everybody. So are some movies, that he's done, where have all of them been great? No, but they were still masterpieces in art in
Yeah.
any shape, way, or form. And for example, a movie that I wasn't super crazy about was Red State.
Yeah.
But
I actually really like that. It was based
but
on the Westboro Baptist Church.
absolutely. But it was fantastic visually. The cast was fucking stacked. I mean, Jonathan Goodman on top, like number one, like right off the bat. The late actor that was in it, that was also in Tusk. I
Yeah,
forgot. Unfortunately, and it pains me to say that I forgot his real
I
name in real
forgot his
life.
name too.
But he was again a legendary actor. Like
Yeah,
using and then throwing Justin Long in the mix for Tusk. Like, was it a very like peculiar movie? Yeah, but it was fantastic. Red State. I wasn't super crazy about it. I mean, I might appreciate it now that I'm older because I only ever seen it once, and I'm pretty sure that I watched it with you.
I definitely recommend you watch it again.
I'm
I
pretty
think you'll have a
sure
deeper appreciation for it now.
absolutely, and I think I watched it with you if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think you watched it with me. I don't.
Because I'm pretty sure it dropped when I was living with you.
It dropped in. It came out in 2011. That was before we met each other.
Okay, so yeah, my apologies. So yeah, then I might appreciate it a lot more now.
I think I want to say we watched Tusk together because that came out
Yes,
in
we did.
2014, but I could be wrong.
Yes, we did. And that again was a peculiar movie, but it was fantastic. I thought it was fucking fantastic. A lot of people didn't fucking like it,
Yeah,
which is fine, like
I
everybody's
gotta.
entitled to their opinion. I liked it.
I, I feel so bad. Talk to the people. I feel so bad. Um, I do know the actor that we're both referencing, and he did such a good job. I have to search up his name because to
Absolutely.
remember.
Absolutely. Um but yeah, like again, Tusk, it was very different, very the cast was interesting too. You got Haley Joel Osment in that shit. You had fucking
Michael
Justin Long,
Parks.
Marco Parks. Got you.
He was
Um,
phenomenal, man.
fucking yeah, in both Red State and fucking Tusk, he was
He passed
phenomenal.
away a couple years ago,
He
man.
did.
So
He was
sad.
definitely older. But again, like though in my opinion, Tusk was genuinely fantastic for him going outside the box.
Yeah.
I've watched Tusk multiple times since fucking it released. Have I watched it a lot? No, but
They
I've
have
seen
like
it
almost
4 or 5
a
times.
2 hour on YouTube. They have almost a 2 hour documentary on like the making of it. Like every single day they filmed like behind the scenes shit. It's like almost a 2 hour documentary. It's on YouTube for free.
Shit, I might have to fucking
They have
give that
one
a peep.
for Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. They have one for Clerks 2. And I think they have another one, but I can't remember. But yeah,
Yeah, dude. I again, long story short, I think Kevin Smith is an absolute fucking, visionary. I think he is one of
absolutely.
those fucking gems in this world and in the industry that we need to protect at all costs. Like I think Homeboy needs to have bubble wrap like wrapped around him fucking ASAP 24/7. Like Homeboy
Hmm.
needs like 12 fucking security cards and a SWAT car like outside his house at all times. Like
Dude, I literally like I was depressed for 2 days and I literally cried when I found out he had a heart attack. I was
I
like,
believe
oh
it.
my fuck.
Dude, yeah,
I was
you were definitely wrecked over that shit because I remember you messaged me fucking wrecked over it, dude. Like you're like, oh my fucking god. Yeah, dude,
yeah.
that was a close call, and I'm really and his fucking Widowmaker too, dude. Like that's like he got lucky, so I'm so fucking glad that we got more time with him, and he,
Yeah.
didn't suffer. I think didn't his father also pass away from a heart attack or something?
Yeah, back in 2003, I believe. It was before Jersey Girl came out, I think.
Yeah, so like he luckily was able to dodge that bullet. So I'm so fucking glad and fortunate that, he's still around. His mom's still kicking it with all of her health issues and things that she went through with her surgeries and everything.
Hmm.
I'm glad that everybody's still kicking it, everybody's still good, and we got, the fucking greatest. He's basically Jesus incarcerated, like reciprocated basically
Yeah.
reincarnated. Like he's Jesus Christ, and his mom is basically the Virgin Mary that was like, "Ah, fuck you," and like like I'm still, she's still alive, she's still kicking it. So
I do want to
I'm
send my
glad we got them.
condolences. I do want to send my condolences to Kevin Smith though. We've all gone through loss in our life. We've all gone through, losing pets or
Absolutely.
whatever. Their dog Marty, he was sick for a long time. He was a rescue that Kevin Smith's wife found behind a dumpster, brought it home, nursed it back to health. He had a great rest of his life. He ultimately passed away towards the end of December.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
That's horrible, man.
yeah,
Condolences.
man.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. Was that the one that he like goes on all of his hikes with and everything?
No, that's Shecky.
Shecky? Oh, okay.
It's the bigger brown dog. I don't know
Oh, okay.
if you look at his
Yeah,
Instagram stories.
I knew that like he like goes on his hikes with like a dog. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure which one, so
Yeah,
I didn't know he had
but
multiple. But yeah, no, that's unfortunate, man. Like that's sad. But at least that his pup was obviously loved for the rest of their
yeah,
life rather. Like I'm that's at least fortunate and very comforting to think about.
Absolutely, man. But you know what? Let's turn this around.
Absolutely.
You know, we don't want to have the rest of the podcast be all depressing. We're gonna
Espresso
steer away
depresso.
from. We're gonna steer away from Kevin Smith and films. I do want to talk about one of the last topics that I do want to talk about. I don't know if you have any
Of
other
course.
topics after this. Keith Lee, man.
Oh my
AEW.
god, let's go.
Keith Lee
Let's
debuted
talk about
on
it.
Wednesday. He was a surprise opponent against Isaiah Cassidy to qualify for the 6-man ladder match at Revolution that's going to be at the beginning of March. What did you think of Keith Lee debut, man? His song slaps, by the way. His theme song slaps.
I'll tell you exactly what I think about that.
He needs a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
He needs a minute.
I need to bask in his glory real quick.
Bask in his glory, man. AEW is such
And
a
I
great product.
think this is warranted to bask in his glory because basically this is for Keith Lee. This is for
Keith
Keith
fucking
Lee.
Lee, man. I don't smoke, but I drink Monsters, so you know what?
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
So, my thoughts on Keith Lee's debut in AEW. So,
And
like you said,
I do gotta say, you're a fan of AEW, but you're not like you don't watch it like I do. You know what I mean? So,
all right. So I'm gonna clear that too. So before we get into the Keith Lee subject, what in my thoughts on AEW, because like this is the first time on record that I'm gonna state what my thoughts are on AEW.
oh, I can't
Like
wait
so,
to hear
this is official. This is record. This is breaking news right now. Uh, my thoughts on AEW is I am monitoring what's going on.
Yeah.
I am overseeing certain things. I am taking a look at some talents, and I am very impressed at what I'm seeing. And I've been telling you for obviously months that
Yep.
we're putting some nails in the coffin, but and even CM Punk's debut wasn't enough for me. But
I think the nail
I
in the
think
coffin will be Jeff Hardy.
I think Keith Lee was the nail in the coffin.
Oh,
I
really?
think Keith Lee's debut for me was the nail in the coffin. I think after WrestleMania, I will be officially moving over to AEW. And I'm going to explain why. Obviously, a lot of people knew that Keith Lee was going to be there.
Yep.
Obviously, everything fucking leaks nowadays.
Yeah, it leaked a couple days ago that he signed a contract, but nobody knew when he was going to show up.
Yeah. Now, like you said, his fucking theme song is a banger. Like,
Oh, yeah.
holy shit. And they kept it very Keith Lee. Like, I'm not sure if he did anything
It's on
for the
YouTube.
song.
They uploaded it right after his
Did
debut.
he
I don't.
did he do the song? Is it him? Or is he just the dude saying that he's Keith Lee?
I don't think he raps in it. I think he's like the beginning voice or whatever.
Keith Lee. Like I
Yeah,
think
I
that
think
is
so.
him.
I could be wrong, but I think so.
I think that was definitely him, but either or, fucking banger. They kept it very Keith Lee. The pop was fucking extraordinary for him. Like they gave him a they AEW and Tony Khan literally made it so the whole audience basked in his glory. Like this dude came out ready, like he knew shit was about to pop off. Like homeboy had his hood down. He came out, he was like, "Fucking get ready for that shit," and just it was the fucking just a pop and just that rock fucking just
Yep.
like fucking just he was just the whole crowd was just electrified over this situation, and you could tell he was just fucking feeding and furnacing that energy, dude. And the moment he got in the ring, I was like, dude, shit's about to get fucking real. Like the moment this dude heard his music, and he was just staring at the fucking Titantron, he just and just fucking for he is limitless. I was like, oh shit. And fucking this dude comes out, gets in the ring and everything, and then the moment he takes off his shit, that shot at WWE looks dead in the camera, just whips out the thing, doesn't have his singlet.
Yeah, because
anymore.
they
I'm
had
like,
him wrestling in a fucking singlet towards the end of his run in WWE.
Yeah, and it was absolutely fucking whack. And so to even just see that kind of just, little, just hefty little shot. And I love that as he's getting up the stairs to go into the ring, he made contact with the announcer, because wasn't his name Justin Roberts or something like
Yeah,
that?
he's phenomenal.
He's phenomenal, and he got let go by WWE, so he went over to AEW and that shit started. And the fact that like he was able to kind of just look at him like, Like, fuck yeah, like, he, like, even acknowledged somebody that was part of his past, and obviously the crowd the interaction between him and Matt Hardy, obviously, like, just obviously Matt Hardy was in character and shit, but Keith
Yeah.
Lee was just like, "Sup, man?" Like, they have history, you know, like, they were there.
He did the, like, salute to you to Matt Hardy.
Like, he was just like, "What's up, man?" It's just like those moments like that. But can we talk about the fucking throw in the beginning
Oh
of the match
my
and the
god,
air
dude.
time that dude was in the fucking air and just the fucking air he made, dude. Like, obviously, with a proper throw like that, it takes some really convincing like selling and
Yeah.
a lot of good chemistry. So I have to give it to both of them for that fucking throw, dude,
Isaiah
because that
Cassidy's phenomenal,
dude,
man.
that fucking bump must have been ridiculous from that height. So the
Oof.
fact that he was able to fucking, take that with stride and make Keith Lee look so dominant in that situation and put him over
Yeah.
even more with the crowd, like fucking excellent. Like that was also some of the best in-ring action I've watched in a long time. Like flawless, just organic in-ring action. I love how when fucking what was his name? Isaiah Cassidy?
Yep.
Fucking like he punched Keith Lee and he rolled out of the ring. He's like, "Oh, what the hell was that?" He's like, "What the fuck was that?" And then obviously this dude just jumped over the fucking ropes, took him down the first time. But I dig that after Keith won the match and everything, did his shit, whatever. And this dude hops over the rope, just catches him, fucking throws his shit down, takes this dude, fucking power bombs him on the fucking this dude's back, picks him back up, just onto the fucking apron, just like just like it was flawless. Flawless, dude. I'm like, this
Can
it
we talk about that shoulder tackle that sent Isaiah Cassidy outside the ring?
dude, fuck. Fuck.
The leapfrog into the ring on top of fucking Isaiah Cassidy, he was like a pancake, dude. I thought
Dude,
he was dead.
the way that they're like playing Keith Lee out to be
They're
in
letting
this,
Keith Lee be Keith Lee.
they're making him almost like like an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Like I love how they're using his size to a factor now. Like whenever like someone like hits him and then bounces off the ropes, comes back, tries to nail him with the elbow, he barely like starts teetering a little bit. Like I dig that. With WWE, fucking Ricochet could have fucking knocked him down. Not that I'm shitting on Ricochet. That dude needs to
Yeah.
come over to AEW too. But Ricochet would have been able to fucking knock his ass down. So I love that they're actually furnishing the real energy and, stature of Keith Lee for
Yeah.
his AEW debut. And they're already giving him a massive opportunity. Like Tony Khan is a fucking genius right now. Like not
Dude,
all
he
of his
really
booking
is.
is great, but he fucking allows so much. Like he gives us the attitude era feeling almost in some
Hmm.
instances. Like he lets people get away with a lot. He even lets them say fuck. He even lets them say fuck, even if they
Yeah,
bleep it out.
they don't cater to children like WWE does.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, why the fuck would you want to? This is professional fucking wrestling. Like this is supposed
Exactly.
to be fucking like, great, dude. Like this is garbage. Like
Yeah,
what the
I
fuck is
you
it?
definitely got to start watching AEW on Wednesdays, man, because it's nonstop action, man. That Texas Death Match, the main event for
Mhm.
the AEW title, fucking dude, it was a bloodbath.
Absolutely, dude. I absolutely fucking agree.
Lance Archer fucking took a fork and fucking like stabbed fucking Adam Page in the face, and then fucking took the fork and licked the blood off of it. Dude, this shit was nuts.
Yeah, dude. I need to fucking hop on the AEW train, dude. I need to see that old school raw pro fucking wrestling.
Dude,
100%. Like I
it's great,
think
man.
I wish that fucking, Edge was like fuck WWE went to AEW because I would have been fucking on it a long time ago. A long time ago because that would have been enough right there. Edge alone would have gotten me over to AEW.
But
Edge
like just
alone.
seeing like
Like
everything that Tony Khan and AEW gives us, and then there's seeing the shit that WWE gives us, like that's why I critique them. It's not that I don't want to hate WWE. I really don't. I want to love WWE. I grew up a WWE fan, but the shit that they give us is not good TV. And if we don't critique them, if we don't, voice our opinion, nothing will ever fucking change. You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely. I agree with you. Spot on. 100%, dude. I believe that WWE is definitely taking its tremendous downfall, which is unfortunate because they have so much fucking good talent there that they're just wasting. And I
Yeah, they
just,
have like 200 superstars and they only use like fucking 20 of them.
Mhm. And
It's
it's
rematch
unfortunate.
after rematch after rematch.
And it's absolutely fucking unfortunate. Like, it's absolutely
Really
fucking
is.
unfortunate, you know?
Ricochet doesn't have any merch in the WWE shop. I think he's gonna be in the next the next set of releases.
Yep, I believe it too. And that's, again, unfortunate, but Ricochet can go thrive elsewhere because, again, he's not being used right. And when he's used, it's just, it's mediocre.
Unless they wait long enough to where his contract does run up and he doesn't resign. Because if his contract runs out, he won't have to deal with a 90-day no compete. But if
Yep,
he does get released, he has to wait 90 days before he can fucking sign anywhere else, which sucks.
it does.
Unless
It's
they say
unfortunate.
fucking give him a 30-day. I don't know.
It's unfortunate, man, but
Who knows?
I think that was a really, really good podcast, man. I have nothing else
SmackDown's
to
on
cover.
tonight. It's gonna be on in like a little over an hour. I'll be streaming on my other channel.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we get something good.
I
I'm
really
kind of
hope that we
upset.
do.
I'm kind of upset at SmackDown last week because, as you know, during the Rumble, Paul Heyman turned on Brock Lesnar, and Roman Reigns. They helped Lashley win, but
Yep.
they had no mention of it last week on SmackDown. Absolutely none.
Yeah,
Brock wasn't there. Nothing.
I hope we get some answers to that too because
Now they
that is
have
just bad
Goldberg.
writing.
Now they have Goldberg facing Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber for the title.
It's absolutely pointless. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand at this point. Like, they're just running Goldberg into the ground, and Homeboy can't even fucking compete anymore. Like, he's not. It's like at this point he's just big because he's big. He's not that strong anymore. Like, he's not
Yeah.
Goldberg anymore. He stopped being Goldberg a long time ago.
I just hate the
Unfortunately, legendary,
predictability.
but they're over. They're literally wringing another legend dry.
I just hate the predictability of WWE. I wish it was a little bit more exciting, but luckily we have AEW, so we have that to look forward to.
Absolutely,
And a
man.
lot of our favorite stars, more than likely, are going to be jumping ship and going to AEW.
Yep, absolutely,
How
man.
long do you think Kevin Owens is going to stay and deal with WWE? How long do you think Ricochet is going to deal with it?
Mm-hmm.
Mustafa Ali, even though you don't technically like him, he wants to get released, but WWE refuses to
Because
release
they
him.
see his potential. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
all
you
right.
see his potential, why the fuck don't you use him?
And why the fuck don't you grant him some kind of creative control, considering obviously he's not gonna fucking play this new America character. Something he
Yeah,
would never
exactly.
do.
That's one thing I like about AEW, man. Tony Khan lets all the superstars be themselves.
And he allows creative control to a certain, like, to obviously to a certain extent, but he allows
Yep.
creative control. So,
Yep.
like I said, man, we're gonna see a lot tonight, and we're definitely gonna be talking about it in the next one. So,
Definitely, man. Thank you guys all once again, man. This is episode 4, like I previously said. Uh, very consistent. Very consistent
absolutely.
with this. Um, I don't know, man. It's a
Like,
great
I'm
podcast. We talked about a lot more than we actually thought we would going into it, but I
Yeah,
think
like,
we covered a
honestly,
lot.
for being like most of, like, kind of like an improv podcast, I think we did a pretty solid job. It was definitely, even again, more structured than the original platform. So, like, I'm really stoked about it regardless, and I'm really glad that we got to cover a lot of this exciting shit because we have a lot more shit to talk about,
Definitely.
in the upcoming days. So, I'm really stoked about that too. And again, throughout the week, I'm going to try and do a little bit better about, jotting down a lot more shit that we can talk about for the upcoming
Yeah.
podcast. So,
But I
really
kind of
excited
like this
about that.
format because going back and forth. Like I didn't have anything planned about talking to Kevin Smith, but we talked about him for fucking 20 minutes. Like
Yep.
it was just
Absolutely, dude. It just
I don't know,
falls
it just
naturally and organically into your lap
naturally,
when you
man.
just you start bouncing off other shit. One thing leads to another, and all of a sudden you have a structured ass podcast. So it's great, dude. And with visuals, it's so much easier to kind of mold that because then you can
Yep.
you know bounce everything off. So
Very
again,
organically came out
really
really
excited.
good.
Really
I'm really
excited. I
excited
think
for the
this was great.
future. We are gonna at some point be having guests, but I do want to, grow a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to grow a little bit of
Absolutely.
a following before we do bring other people on. But we will be having guests. Ben knows some people in the film business. I know some people close to the film business. So we're gonna have a lot of cool things coming. Keep track of my channels, Ben's channels, all of our social media. All our links will be in the description. Ben, I'm gonna let you end it off.
Absolutely. And so again, YouTube has been absolutely fantastic to me. Thank you all to the 360 plus subscribers that I've gained. Got a lot of cool shit coming out, and also a special video for the 500 subscribers video. It's going to be absolutely fucking bonkers. I'm going to be doing a lot of cringy shit, like seeing very old content and for the first time and God knows how long on camera, and now you get to see me fucking melt in my chair and regret every single decision I made in that same video.
That'll be good.
So that'll be really cool shit. And again, you know, I also plan on announcing merch for that video, so it's gonna be really sick. So really excited about that. Again, great podcast. Stoked to see you guys in the next one. Gonna have a lot of cool shit for, you know, anything from wrestling, comic shit. You know, we got Batman coming out really soon. Batman, let's go. Yep, this was completely unplanned. I want to talk about the uniform today. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
One thing we didn't talk about.
one thing, closing remarks. So we turned on the camera today, realized that Dan was wearing a fucking denim jacket and a black and white hat, and also, ironically, a Batman shirt that I was already
It's
wearing under the
technically
hoodie that I
dark
was
blue,
originally
but
wearing.
it looks black.
It
but it's
does
dark
in
blue.
that lighting, man. Finesse. But regardless, ended up being the uniform for the day. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Absolutely fantastic podcast. Again, a lot to cover in the upcoming days. So, you know, anything can happen from here on out. So without further ado, we will see you all in the next one. This is Two Sticks and Pure Age Podcast, back at it again.